Okay, today I'm going to show you how to create a vector flower like the one you see here. It's really, really simple, so just follow along with what I show you to do. First, you're going to go to Adobe Illustrator. You'll open it up and you'll see in the home screen a couple of options. First, you're going to click Create New. And you're going to create a document that's set to 800 by 600 points. And you're going to come down here to raster effects and set it to screen 72 ppi. If you want to go ahead and set the preset details and set the document name, that is fine too. And then you'll click create. Okay, first thing you're going to do is come over here to the left-hand side of the screen where you see your toolbox and you'll see your fill and your stroke at the bottom. You want to start with a black stroke and no fill, so you're going to select none. And then we're going to get started by drawing a few shapes. So first we're going to select the ellipse tool. And this time we're actually just going to click, and up you'll see a options window pop up, and you're going to type in 86 by 86 points, and you're going to click OK. And before you deselect the circle, you're going to want to align it. And you'll see over on the right-hand side of the screen some align options. It's about halfway down the Properties tab. You're going to select Horizontal Align Center and Vertical Align Center, and it will center your circle for you. Now you're going to come over here and you're going to select the Star tool. And you're just going to click anywhere, and you are going to create a star that is 133 by 63 points, and you want the star to have 10 points, and you're going to click OK. And again, you're going to align it horizontally and then vertically. We're going to make one more star, and this time the star will be 185 points by 122 points, and that will also have 10 points on it. Click OK. We're going to align it. Now you are going to use your direct selection tool, and you are going to select every point on the end of the outer star. To select more than one point, hold down Shift and keep holding it until you have selected all the points that you want. Okay, now you're going to come over here to the right and find Convert. And you're going to convert selected anchor points to smooth. And you should have rounded edges. You will now repeat this for the inner star. Hold down Shift to select all your points. And convert your anchor points to smooth. Now you're going to go to your pen tool, which is the third tool down, and you're going to hold down and select your anchor point tool. I'm going to zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. And you are going to come to the inner points on the outer star, and you are going to click and pull out small handles to round the inner part. Okay, do not pull out super long handles. Very, very small handles will do. Okay, so now we've got that set. I'm going to select or use my selection tool, and I'm going to select all of my shapes. And now I'm going to convert my stroke to 0.3 points. Press enter and you'll see the stroke is very, very thin now. Okay, so now I'm going to set a gradient. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And I'm going to select my first star, the outer star. And I'm going to double click my gradient tool. And I am going to select a radial gradient. It's the one in the middle. You want to make sure before you do anything that your stroke is the selected swatch, not your fill. So there's my radial gradient. And now I'm going to double click the little dot. And I'm going to pick a swatch. I'm going to click this dot and pick yet another swatch. Okay, so now I've got a gradient on this one. I'm going to select this one, double click my gradient tool, select a radial gradient. Remember, double check that your stroke is the swatch in front. And I'm going to pick some other colors that match the colors on the exterior. Okay, finally, I'm going to select my circle. I'm going to do the same thing, radial gradient, and now I'm going to select a color, and I'm actually going to move the slider over to the right a good bit. So it's mostly blue that I've got and just a little pink. And now we're going to use our blend tool. You can see I've got my gradients right here. So I'm going to double click my blend tool so the blend options come up. I'm going to select specified steps and I'm going to type 400. I'm going to click OK. And now I am going to select my my shapes. You need to make sure you select all three. Go back to my blend tool and I'm going to select the outer star. Now I'm going to select the inner star, and finally I'm going to select the circle. And you'll see I have now created this blend, and it looks just like a solid, solid flower. So we're going to add a couple of effects. So first I'm going to go to Effect at the top. I'm going to go to my drop-down menus at the very top. I'm going to select Effect. I'm going to go to Distort and Transform. You'll see some options pop up. I'm going to select Pucker and Bloat. And I'm going to set that to 60%. Click OK. And now I'm going to go to Effect again. I'm going to go to Distort and Transform, and I'm going to select Zigzag. And now I'm going to type in a few options. Now be patient. It may take Illustrator a little bit to catch up once you do this. So for size, I'm going to type in 15 point. I'm going to make sure absolute is selected. Ridges per segment, I'm going to go with 7. And then finally for points, I'm going to go to smooth. And once it's caught up, click OK. And here is my flower. So you can see the ridges better in my example from earlier. Okay, so now I'm going to make a circle with the ellipse tool. I'm just going to click. I'm going to click OK and just adjust it. All right, now I am going to fill the center. I'm going to select the fill of the thing, make sure that's in front. I'm going to double click the gradient. I'm going to select a radial gradient. And on this swatch, I'm actually going to make the opacity 0%. Okay, and I think I'm going to pick maybe a different color. Okay, All right, so that is my flower. If you do want to go back and pick different colors for your gradients, all you have to do is just select your image and double click. You can now double click. Sorry about that. So if you want to change your colors around, you can select the thing. And there you go. So now what you can do is you can mess around with colors. If you do want to mess around with any other things, you can do that as well. If you want to add in a background, you can go to layers like I showed you with the vector ribbon, create a new layer, move it down. And you can select any color you want. It does not have to be black. It can be gray, for example, if you'd like that. So, or if you want, you can leave it white. When you're done, click File, Save As, save on your computer. And you'll notice that I have created, my title is in there. So it's just an Adobe Illustrator file. I want you to turn in both an Adobe Illustrator as well as a PDF file. So once you're ready, click Save, click OK, and you are good to go. Please let me know if you have any questions.